Have you ever uploaded a video on YouTube only to find that the comments are suddenly disabled? Frustrating, right? Today, we are diving deep into why YouTube disables comments and more importantly, how can you fix it? Imagine your viewers wanting to share their thoughts, but they can't because comments are blocked. What's going on? Don't worry, because by the end of the video, you will know exactly how to turn them back on and keep your community engaged. Let's start with one of the biggest reasons why comments are disabled. It's YouTube's Made for Kids policy. If your video is marked as content for kids, either by you or YouTube, these comments will be automatically be disabled or comply with COPPA regulation. YouTube is really serious about protecting younger audience. But here's the good news. If your video isn't actually made for kids, you can easily fix it in YouTube Studio by selecting No, it's not made for kids. Easy, right? But wait, there are other reasons why comments might be disabled. Have you set your video to private or unlisted? If so, YouTube disables comments for those settings. Only public videos can have comments turned on. So if you want that feedback rolling in, make sure your video is set to public. Now let's talk about content moderation. Did you know YouTube sometimes disables comments automatically on videos they think are sensitive or controversial? That's right. Even if your videos doesn't break the rules, comments can get shut off if YouTube's algorithm detects certain content. Now here is an interesting part. Over 500 hours of content is uploaded to YouTube every minute, and the platform uses AI to help moderate. But sometimes AI gets it wrong. The solution? Check your community setting in the YouTube Studio and make sure Allow all comments is selected. Feeling overwhelmed? Don't worry. It gets easier from here. If your comments are disabled, it could also be because your channel's default settings are set to restrict them. You can change this by adjusting your default upload setting to allow all comments. And here is the big one. If your video features minors or children, YouTube might automatically disable comments for these safety reasons. This is all part of their effort to protect young users from potential harm. If that's the case, unfortunately, you can't override this setting. Did you know community guidelines strike can also disable comments on your video? If your channel is under a strike, YouTube may temporarily restrict comments to prevent future issues. If you get a strike, you will have to wait until it expires or appeal it. But here is the trick you might not know. Sometimes comments are disabled temporarily because your videos are still processing. Once the video is fully available, your comments should be back. Patience is the key here. Fun fact, over 2 billion logged in users visit YouTube each month. That's a massive audience to engage with. So when comments are disabled, it can really hurt your video's engagement. But now you know how to fix it. If my comments are disabled across all my videos, if it happens, it's likely because your entire channel's default settings are set to block comments. Head over to YouTube Studio, Settings, Upload Defaults, and change the comment settings to allow all comments. And here is something that might surprise you. If you are getting lots of toxic or inappropriate comments, YouTube might automatically disable comments to prevent spam or harassment. But don't worry, you can always switch on comment moderation to hold potentially harmful comments for review. So even though YouTube's algorithm can be strict, you have tons of control over your comments. You just need to know where to look. If you manually disable comments when uploading your video, you can turn them back on by going to YouTube Studio, Content, select the video, then Comments, and set it to allow all comments. If you want to keep some control over the conversation, you can choose potentially inappropriate comments for review. This way, you can filter out spams or hate speech while still allowing genuine engagements. Comments are essential to build up a community on YouTube, and now you know how to turn them back on, whether it's due to audience setting, privacy setting, or a channel strike. Now it's your turn. Head over to your YouTube Studio and check your settings. It's time to re-enable those comments and get those audience talking again. If you find this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more YouTube tips, and leave a comment below. Oh wait, I guess you can now. Remember, YouTube may disable your comments, but with a few tweaks, you can easily bring them back and keep building the awesome connection with your video.